second. Too much. Hello. I play too much. Like, hello. 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 Start these eyes. That's fine. Hey, welcome in. What are y'all doing? What is today? Today's Tuesday. What are you doing on this fine Tuesday afternoon? Well, it's afternoon here in New York. What is going on? Let me get these eyes prepped and ready to go. What am I using? I'm using P. Louise base, a bunch of them. I think 01, no, 05, 02, right? Yeah, 02, 0.5, and I'm gonna be using blank canvas as well. So I'm just prepping my eyes. It takes me forever and a day to get on live because I don't have like my setup set up. I have to break it down and build it back up literally. So it takes me forever to get on live. Then I have to select my brushes, select the palette. It's just a lot. But I'm here, so I'm gonna do me a little look. I kind of want to do a halo look again, but with different colors. And I was messing with foundation. That's what's on my cheek, foundation. So we just going to pat this out. And it's looking pretty good. I have my mirror so high. I'm like, why am I breaking my neck? Just pull the mirror down. Okay, so the base is good. So I'm gonna go in with my James Charles palette. I didn't want to put James Charles, so I just put a JC look. So this is literally brand new. Just got it. So I'm going to try to open it up because it's not opening up. What's going on here? And the sheet with the names just fell. It is what it is. So I'm gonna start with this color right here, just in my crease. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump into the crease. I'm gonna set that here, and I'm going to jump into this eye look. It's like an orangey kind of color, so we're gonna pop that right here in the crease. Did I do orange in my, yes I did. I did orange in my last look. So, but it's fall, right? So we could go in with the oranges and the browns and the burgundies. So I'm just going to start to prep this eye out. Yep. Not too high, but not too low. Okay. Same thing on the other eye. Don't you drop. Don't you drop. I'm gonna go in with a darker color, just a tad bit. No, a brown. I'm gonna go in with a brown, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna go in with a brown right on top. So I'm gonna go in with this brown right here. And I'm gonna overlap because I feel like that color is a little too light. So I'm gonna go right under it. Yep, that's what we gonna do. Break it down. Okay, right here. And I'm gonna blend it. Yep, right in there. And I'm gonna blend it. I know it's gonna be cute. I just see the vision. Ooh, it's loud today. What is going on? Uh-oh. Okay. We're gonna switch up the brush. A tiny, tiny brush. And I'm gonna just take the first color that I used and I'm gonna blend that out. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Get some, pat it, and then we're gonna blend it up. My hands are tired already and I just started blending. I cannot. How is my hands already tired? Yeah. Ooh wee. That's what happens when I take a break. I'm like, I'm blending, but why is my hand tired? Okay, so I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna go back in with that dark brown and I'm gonna blend it into that orange. And now we're gonna start to get that blend. So, look, trust the process. Where's that other brush? Where are you, brush? Trust the process. So I'm just gonna go back and forth with that orange and that brown. Hey girl, I'm trying. My hands are tired. How you how are you? I'm trying to, blend out. I'm like, my hands are tired. Why is my hand tired? And I'm literally in the beginning of the eye look. Can't. I'm trying, girl. I'm trying. Hey, boo. Hello. Hello. I'm going to get this look real quick. Oh, you're doing great? Okay. Let me see. Okay. Yes, so I'm just building that brown and that orange, going back and forth, trying to build up that color and have it look like one. I don't like when my colors are separated. So this is what I'm going for. This one, I don't know what's going on with it, but I'm gonna work it out. I'm just gonna keep adding that orange until I like what I see. And I'm holding my brush. I'm letting the brush do all the work. If you hold the brush at the end and like how it's loose, the brush is doing all the work. And literally, I'm holding every brush like that so the brush can do the work, and I'm just holding it. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some black. So let me show y'all the black. So yes, the James Charles palette, I am late to the game. I always wanted it, but I just never picked it up. I'm just going to add some black here. I just got into makeup, and I swear you're the one that's been teaching you. Oh, thank you, Sabria. Oh, look, makeup is actually easy when you want to create a look, or when you're passionate about learning, I should say. I'm just going to add a little bit of black just to spice it up. And then I'm going to go back in with that other brush, and I'm going to begin to blend. Yes, so makeup is cool. I tell people, don't rush it, please. When you have extra time, just go in. I'm just blending out that black because you know I love definition and depth. I'm going to go back in with that brown color. I literally am obsessed with this palette. I'm late to the game, like I said, but I always wanted this palette, but I never picked it up, which is super weird, but I got it now. So I'm just going to go back with that dark brown on this brush, and I'm just going to reapply it because I feel like I'm losing it, and I don't want to lose this brown because I'm going to cut the crease. So I'm just going to put it back. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to put it back. So you've been getting into makeup. That's cool. Makeup is cool. I don't wear makeup outside too often anymore because you're always wearing a mask. But I'm just going to blend that orange, and I think I'm going to get some yellow. But yeah, I love makeup. Makeup is always my first love. With hair, then makeup, then nails. Yes, I haven't been rushing it. It's my husband now. I'll be like, trust me. Trust the process. Even me, like, trust it. Just trust, even with doing hair. Trust the process. It's going to look crazy before it starts to look amazing. And that's just what it is. So I'm going to go in with this yellow right here. And I'm just going to blend that out. But yeah, this was on sale. So I was like, oh, I'm going to grab it up. I think this palette was $39. And then it went on sale for $20. So your girl had to grab it up. And it's actually a good palette. I'm just going to go in with some yellow. Just right here. I mean, like orange, yellows, browns. My favorite combination. So I'm just going to add it right here. And look at that blend. This is a good palette. So I'm going to do the same thing here. And just blend it. But yeah, you have to trust the process. I think you have to trust the process in life in general. Not just with makeup. Just in general. So I'm just going to pat it and I'm going to blend. I'm obsessed with this blend. For some reason, this blend is just not there for me. So I'm going to go back with that orange. And I'm just going to go in with some more orange. Because it ain't doing it for me. Okay. And then I'm going to also go in with some of that dark brown. I feel like there's not a lot of definition in this eye. I think that's what it is. Okay. So I'm just going to blend. But I'm cutting the crease anyway. But I want to make sure that my crease looks good. You know, I want to make sure it looks good. Okay. So with that, I think we're good. I think we're good. As I go in with another brush. I'm obsessed. My blend has to be just perfect. I don't know what it is. Don't be a perfectionist like me. I'm a perfectionist even when I'm doing makeup on other people. I just have to always make sure that the blend is perfect. Okay, now I'm feeling a little better. So I'm just going in with a bigger brush with the same orange from the crease, and I'm just going to blend that. Just blend it. I'm going to go back in with that dark brown because I don't want her gone. And I'm going to reblend, of course. Okay, so I'm going to take that fluffy brush. This is the James Charles brush palette as well, and I'm using the palette. Yes, girl, yes you are, but I love it. I am oh my God, it has to be perfect, and I appreciate you. It has to be perfect, or I'm going to take it off. And that's not good, but I mean, it is what it is. I gotta walk around. Well, not walk around, but I have to take my pictures. And if you come to do your makeup and I do your makeup, literally, you are walking around with my work on your face. So it has to look perfect. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm just going to just go in a little bit. And I'm going to cut the crease. I have some base on the back of my hand, but I don't think I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be using the P. Louise blank canvas, and I'm going to use that. I just cut a new brush, and I glued it. Yes, I cut a new brush for my cut crease. It's big. Hopefully, it does not take me forever and a day. But where are you from, Sabria? Are you from New York too? Are you a New Yorker? I hate when they do that. They always imitate New York and they like New Yorkers. But yes, so I'm taking a little bit. I need a mirror. So I'm gonna, hopefully I don't hit y'all. Yes, so I'm gonna get a mirror and I'm just going to cut my crease, but I'm not leaving it. She said, girl, no, you're not from New York, girl. Yes, so I'm just going to cut my crease, but I'm gonna try to take my time. So this takes time. North Carolina, okay. I watched somebody on YouTube and she's from Greensboro, right? Greensboro, North Carolina, I think. But yeah, I'm just going to cut my crease. I've never been to North Carolina. So, you know, I'm just going to pray and then we're going to cut the crease. And they got me listening to, what is this? Saturday Night Fever, I think. Don't get me to lie. It's not my era, but I think so. Yes, it is. I'm in Jacksonville. Oh, okay, Jacksonville, North Carolina. I gotta breathe. When I'm cutting my crease, I hold my breath. I'm not trying to, and I'm just getting more base. I don't want to pass out on camera. So what are some fun things to do in North Carolina? North Carolina. Yeah. Is it like slow pace? It's not like high pace like New York, I bet. So I'm just gonna pray again, and we're gonna cut this crease. And this is a painter brush. So you can get it off Amazon. If anybody wants the link, just DM me or message me and I'll give you the link. But I can't pronounce this name. But this is a paintbrush and I glued it with some lash glue. So it's going to keep its shape. Whenever you're ready to clean it or whenever I'm ready to clean it, you just wipe it off with some rubbing alcohol, re-glue it, and you're good to go. But once you wash this and put water on it, you ruin the brush. So we're going to do a cut, but then I'm going to do a halo. My nose is tickling me. So I'm going to take this cut, and it's not going to be a cut crease. I'm going to make it into a halo eye today. So this is another way to do a halo eye. I did a halo eye, I think the last time I was live, and that's the easy way to do a halo. So now this is a difficult way to do a halo, but you know, you got to challenge yourself. You can't just always do things that are easy, right? So let me cut this crease and hold my breath. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this for now. And I'm going to just cut the other side. Get more base. The only thing about this is you have to keep applying base because I don't want to just put a bunch of base on my hand. This is P. Louise. You know what I mean? And it's going to take a while to get here and she ain't cheap. So you got to put this on the back of your hand, but I keep putting and putting and putting because I don't want to put all this stuff on the back of my hand. So I'm just going to cut the crease. I want to do, I'm doing a halo, so maybe I should just close it off. I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to do the other side, pray. And let's go. I'm like putting base all over me. I'm putting base all over me. I can't. Okay, let's go. Ooh, it's nothing like cutting your crease and you're nervous. I'm gonna pop this up a little bit. I'm sweating. I'm sweating cutting this crease. How y'all doing? What's going on? What you doing this Tuesday afternoon? What's up? So I'm just gonna cut it and hold my breath. Okay. I was clocking back at work, but I'm working at home, so I'm like still here watching. Okay, girl, appreciate you. Appreciate your support. What do you do? You work from home? That's cool. She said everything, girl. I hear that. I hear that. So I'm done. Thank God. Thank the Lord. So I'm just going to make sure that every part of my eye has base because we're about to go in with colors. Okay. I'm the manager of FedEx and okay, nice. Okay, so this is throwing me off, but it's fine. So what I'm going to do is wipe this off because it's throwing me off. I'm gonna go in. Thank the Lord. God is so good. You gotta give him praise because the cut is good. Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe this base off my hand because it will stay there, and I do not want base on my hand, and it will stay there for 2 to 3 days if you do not wipe this base off, because that's how real it gets. So the next thing I'm gonna do is get a brush. I'm gonna leave this to the side. I'm gonna get a brush and I'm going to basically pat my lids. Okay, so I'm gonna take this brush, but I'm gonna clean it off. Clean off this brush, and I'm gonna pat, because sometimes when you cut the crease with base, you have extra base just sitting on top. So I'm taking off the extra base. Okay, because you do not want to put shadow on there and it's not going to lay flat. because you have that extra base sitting on your eye. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure that I'll just keep patting it just to make sure that I'm taking off that extra base, and I'm wiping it on the tissue. Okay, so we gonna get into this cut. I ain't gonna prolong it. I ain't gonna, you know, keep you here too long. So the same brush that I used to do that brown, I'm wiping it off. We're gonna recycle today because I think I washed about 40 brushes and I did 2 lives. Why I need so much brushes? Why you need so much brushes, Diana? Why? Because you have them? No. So we're gonna wipe this off. This is a Morphe 166. I'm using the James Charles palette, and I'm also using the James Charles brush set. Okay. So the first color I'm going to use is this green right here, and I'm going to put it on the inner and the outer. So we're doing a halo. So if I wanted to, I could go in with a cut crease. I could go in and do a cut crease look, excuse me. But I'm going to do a halo because you can do it this way as well. So I'm just going to pop this right here. We're going to pop it right here. Okay. I'm hooded. So I want to make sure that I stretch my eye. So I'm putting shadow everywhere, okay? What's going on? Y'all quiet today. Y'all don't want to talk to me? It's okay. Then I'll pop it here. Pop it right in here. And we don't do a cute little nasty wing. So I'm just going to pop it here. I don't want to go too far with this color. But you just make sure you stretch your lid so you put in that color in there. Okay? I like to, look at my hand. You gotta be so precise. Okay? But I'm just putting the color down, but we're gonna blend it and do all that cute stuff, so don't worry about that. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other eye. I'm gonna make sure I'm not creasing. Where's my brush? So we're going to stretch the eye. Make sure that you pat out that product before you lay down that color. And then we're going to go in. Trust the process. I tell people all the time, trust it. It's going to work out. Okay. You're going to do this side right here. And we're going to keep right on top of that base. Don't put it on that brown. Don't put it in the crease. Put it right on that base, okay? Okay. I went in a little heavier on this side, so I'm going to have to go in heavier here, which is fine. Don't forget, don't hold your brush too tight. I want the brush to do the work itself. So me personally, I'm gonna go back in with the brush that I cut my crease in. Thank you for the like. Don't forget to like, follow, and share the page. Share the channel. So I'm just gonna go in with my base brush just to make sure that I have that space that I need. Okay. I went in a little too far here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull that base. And I opened it back up. Now I look like an Italian flag. That's what I look like. Okay, so I see some spaces where I didn't put any shadow because I'm hooded and I crease a little bit. So I just want to go back in. Okay. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in this space. I was looking at this color right here. I'm going to mix these two, because I don't want it to be too dark in the middle and I don't want it to be too light in the middle. So I'm going to mix these two colors right here. Excuse me. These two, 1 and 2. And I'm going to mix them just to make sure that, you know, we have that blend. I don't want it to be too light, too dark. So we're going to mix the two. So I'm going to just get it. Get it. Okay, mix those two. I don't want to use this brush, unfortunately. It is what it is. So I'm going to clean off this brush right here. And I'm going to use this brush. The brush that I use to do my crease. Yes, that's going to be cute. Thank you. But yeah, I'm going to take the same brush that I use for my crease. I have too much brushes. And I'll be washing a whole lot. Okay, so I'm going to take something that's fluffy and I'm going to mix the two just because I want a cute little blend. Okay, so I'm just going to add it right here. Add it to the center. It doesn't look like anything yet because the base is so light, but I'm going to add the green on top. Let me zoom you out in a little bit. Zoom you in so you can see. So I have the colors. I'm just going to pop it right here. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to go with the light first. Pop that here. Now I'm going to go in with the green and pop it right on top. Just to lighten up that green. Okay, so this is what we have so far. It's super light. I wish I could see it in person, but you know. Okay, so this is where the blend is coming into effect. So I'm going to go in with this color right here. And I'm going to blend the corners. This is where the color is going to pop. So I have it. Knock some off. And we're going to blend it. We're going to start to pull it in. We're just going to tap it. Just tap it for now. Okay, then we're going to go back with that green because we lost some of the green. And we're going to blend it. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, then we're going to go back with that green. And we're going to pull it in. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to take, that's too big. I'm going to take that same brush. That same, do I? No, I don't have to. I'm going to take a different brush. And I'm going to just go back in with this lighter color right here. And I'm going to pop that like in the center. And then I'm going to start to buff out that crease. I want to bring some more definition to the crease. So I have it. Just to make it a little brighter. Okay. Go back in with this. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my crease. I want a little bit more definition. So I'm going to mix these two right here. And I'm going to put that in my crease. I'm going to be very careful. Just to add a little bit more definition. See the difference? That's what we're going to do. So in my mind, this looks better than this because this is just like, oh, okay, I'm here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to mix those two colors and go back on this side. YouTube be killing me. YouTube kills me. Okay, so we're going to mix the two. Boom, 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 boom. I'm losing some of that green, so I'm going to go back and I'm just going to pop it back right here. All that blending, I'm losing it. Okay. The next thing is I'm going to take that same brush. We were recycling brushes here today. And I'm going to go in with some black. So take the black. And I love definition. I love depth. So we're going to add some black. Okay. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. We're going to add it here. Just to darken it up. So right here in the corner. Okay, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna do a outer V because I want the black, the brown, and the green to look like one on the corner. So I'm gonna switch it up. So I'm just gonna pull the black out so the green and the brown can mix. Okay, and then we're gonna clean this up, so don't worry about that. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna wipe that brush off. We're gonna use that dark brown. So we're gonna go back with this by itself. We're gonna go back with this dark brown by itself, and we're gonna do the same thing right where we just put the black. And we're gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna go in with the green, that same green, that dark green. Sis, you make it look so easy. Oh, thank you, girl. It is easy, just do it. We're gonna go in with the green. Hey, Michelin. We're gonna go in with that green. So we went in with the black, the brown, and now the green, okay? And I just want it smoky. So before I do my wing, I'm gonna clean it up because it's just driving me crazy. So if you don't want to do a wing, you can just take a makeup wipe, put the wipe on top of the makeup wipe, and just follow. If you didn't want to do a wing, that's all you would do. And then you would come in with your concealer and your foundation under there. So you're just gonna clean that out. I'm gonna clean up any fallout that I have because it's driving me crazy. But now you can just follow this line and do your wing. So we're gonna do the same thing, just clean, just move your, move your wipe so you have a clean surface. And we're just gonna clean up, and you're just gonna go from the bottom of your eye and pull up. Please, if it would, stop it. You're not gonna look like a hot mess, girl. You'll be fine. I used to look like a hot mess, I'm telling y'all. Okay, so it's cleaned up. In my mind, I'm like, great, good, because it was irritating me. I hate to I'm a perfectionist, so I just gotta fix it. Okay, so when it comes to under my brows, I always put a bone color. So I'm gonna do that now. Do I have a clean brush to do that with? Yes, I do. So I'm gonna take just any old brush, and we're gonna wipe it off today because we're not doing we're not cleaning 20 brushes today. So I'm just gonna clean this off. I'm gonna go in with this bone color right here, and I'm gonna go under my brow bone, okay? So I have it. You see how I have this line here, and it's like it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna take it, and I'm going to go under my brow bone, okay? And I'm going to help blend this away. Yes, it's gonna be gone when I do my concealer, when I do my foundation, but in my mind, it needs to go, okay? So I'm just taking a bone color, and I'm going to pat first, and then I'm going to blend. Now, with that being said, you're gonna have to just go right in here and knock off that powder because we are going over that brown. We want everything to look like it's melted into each other. So since I put this on under my brow bone, I'm gonna have to go in and reblend, but you don't have to go in with any more product. Okay, so we're gonna go and we're gonna pop this here, and then we're gonna blend. Get this out of here. Hey, Marlena. So yes, I'm gonna just pack it here, and then we're gonna blend, okay? Now, this brush has nothing on it, but we need to blend, okay? Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go into my favorite part. You gotta pray again. Okay, set my prayer up. We're gonna do a wing. My eyes are hooded. I have hooded lids. So with that being said, sometimes it's not as easy as it looks to do a wing liner. Where is my wing liner? Cause I'm gonna fight. Cause it ain't in here. Where's my wing? Where's my liner? Oh, we're gonna fight because I don't see it. I don't have my wing liner. This is not a good thing, guys. Okay, so my favorite Sephora liner, it's not here for some strange reason. It's not here. So I'm gonna take another liner. Let me see. Cause I need my favorite liner. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this one. It's not my favorite. It is what it is. This is the NYX liner in black. It's the matte. And where's my liner? Okay. So anyway, this is not my favorite liner, but it's okay. You can use any liquid liner that you like. I'm mad I can't find mine. But I'm gonna look. This is the freaking hard part. The wing. I'm gonna fight because I cannot find my liner. But I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take this one. This is good as well. So I'm going to look in the mirror. Okay. When you're doing lashes, when you're doing a wing, please look in the mirror. I have a mirror in front of me right here. I have my little mirror. Well, not little, but I have my mirror right here. But I'm gonna use a handheld mirror. A handheld mirror is gonna be your best friend when you're putting your wing on, when you're putting lashes on, because you want to get up in your face, okay? Especially if you're hooded like me, you need to get all up in your face, okay? So yes, UPS, thank you, UPS. They be trying to break your door down, but with that being said, I'm gonna look straight into the mirror and I'm gonna do my wing. I always look straight in the mirror so I can see where I'm sitting my wing. If you close your eyes and do your wing, it may sit too low or sit too high. So let me get it done. So I got the mirror. I'm trying to have y'all see at the same time. Okay. Okay, one down, one to go. I don't like a really big wing, especially when I'm doing looks like this, because you did all this work. You want people to see it. My lashes are not going to be too big because you want people to see the look. You went through all of this time cutting the crease. You going to see my look. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Where is my stuff? But it's okay. And then I always pull it out towards the end. But if you want, you can go back in. The trick is to don't go at the tail of the wing. Go a little bit before that, above that, before that. What you saying, Diana? Go a little bit before the wing. So I'm not going to go all the way to the end. I'm going to go like towards the middle of the tail. And I can create more body by pulling it back in, okay? So it's a little bigger than this. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go towards the middle of the tail. And I'm going to pull it in. Okay, so it's created a bigger wing. Then you can go in and perfect. Okay, go in and perfect it if you want. I usually like down here a little thicker, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. Usually I like it like that. So I'm just gonna add a little bit here. And then I'm not gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. And then I'm going to put black shadow and like smudge it out. But we're gonna get there, don't worry about that. So I'm gonna take one of my concealers and I'm gonna clean my wing up. Because if I don't clean it up, it's gonna bother me. I have that OCD and that perfection complex when it comes to makeup. So yeah. So we're gonna just take any concealer. This is a Makeup Revolution concealer. It doesn't have to be anything high end. I love Makeup Revolution. I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna clean my wing. Okay, and I'm gonna pull it down. So when I do my makeup, I don't have to go so close to the wing because you don't wanna mess that up. So I'm just getting a little bit more concealer. Now it's the face. I love the face part. The face is where it gets tricky because I always have to mix my foundations to get the right tone. But I don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. So we're gonna do the same thing here. And we're gonna pull it down. Okay, so this is the wings. Okay. This one is little, so we're gonna fix that. Just me being a perfectionist is probably fine, but in my mind it ain't. So we're just gonna go here and I'm just gonna add a little bit more black. Just because. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the face. I'm gonna zoom y'all back out. Okay, so this is the eye look. Trust the process. Trust the process. So I'm gonna blend this out. Because when we come with our foundation and our concealer, you do not want to mess your wings up. I do all the time, but I try my best not to, but it's okay. So we're going to blend this out. My skin is already prepped and primed and ready to go. I kind of want to smudge this out first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black shadow. Same black shadow. I'm going to zoom y'all back in. I'm going to go on top of the liner just to set it and let it be smoky. Okay? So with this, I'm just going to pat it. Super simple. Just pat it with some black shadow. Okay, that's all we're doing. We're just setting it with some black shadow. Okay. Blow it to make sure that you're not going to get any fallout. We're going to move back into the face. The face. I already have foundation because I was here playing around with some foundations. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to go into my NARS I'm gonna try it again. NARS always gives me a hard time, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go with my NARS foundation. This is in Morea. And then this one is my mixer. This one is also NARS, but this is, I have makeup on my finger. This is Syracuse. So as you can see, Syracuse is clearly not my complexion, but she is my mixer. So any foundation I can use to mix her with. I have my Lancome. I will mix her with that. She's the GOAT. I have my Huda Beauty foundations. I'll mix her with my Huda Beauty foundations. This is my mixer. This is Bae. Okay? So I'm just going to take a pump of this. Well, 2 pumps because I'm doing my whole face. So I have the foundation here. As you can see, it's very yellow, which is fine. I'm neutral, by the way. My skin tone is very neutral. I'm not yellow. I'm not red. I'm very like in the middle, which is neutral. So I'm going to mix the two, okay? And we're going to see what it looks like. We're going to definitely see what it looks like. If it's not right, I will remix it. And, you know, just come back and start again. So this is what it's looking like. And like I said, I'm already prepped and I'm already primed. I always match my neck. For some reason, my face just carries a little bit more color than my neck. But I always match my neck because I'm always wearing like a t-shirt. So it doesn't make sense to not have it match. So how you know if the foundation matches, I always start here first. And then I pull it down. I always, you can match it. Well, my chest and my neck is pretty much the same color. So what I do is I match my neck and then I go from there. So I'll just pull it down. So I always start here. So if it doesn't match here, we got a problem, okay? Yeah, I'll add more or I'll either add more of this or I'll add more of the foundation, depending on the look I'm going for, okay? So I'm just going to pat this in. But these are not, I don't like matte foundations. My skin has been normal. So if I use a matte foundation, it's not going to work. This is a soft matte, so I could get away with it. But if it's too matte, like the Huda Beauty is very matte. The Lancome is dry. So if you have oily skin, try those foundations. Try the Tint Idole. Try the Huda Beauty. But I can't do it. It just doesn't work for me. Okay? So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to just apply my foundation. Yeah, I don't like matte foundations. I'm too normal. And it's so weird because over the pandemic, literally my skin changed on me because I was oily. I used to be very, very oily. Now if I use anything for oil, my skin feels like it's dying for moisture. So I'm just going to pat it. And I'm going to put this all over. Saturday Night Fever. Let me close this up. But this palette, I'm happy I got it on sale. But it's a good palette. Definitely a good palette. I'm happy I picked it up. Love, love, love it. So I'm just going to apply this all over. YouTube is killing me. They kill me all the time. So I'm just going to apply this all over. Anybody have any questions for me? No questions? Y'all just vibing out watching? Oh, these eyes came out so pretty. Ciao. God is good. But, yeah. How do you get the makeup to be smooth? My pores seem to show more with foundation. I use blurring products. So, hold on one second. These are my favorite blurring products. Let me get them out so I could show you. Okay, so I always go from low end to high end. So that's what I'm gonna do with everything I do. So low end, this is the Makeup Revolution Blur Stick. You can get this from Ulta. I believe it's $10. You get a lot of product. It's super big. Usually I'll just go all over my face. The key to allowing this to work with any product as far as prepping the skin, please make sure that you put it on and let it dry down into the face. Do not put that on and go straight into foundation. What I do my brows, I prep my skin, and then I curl my hair, and then I get on live. So by the time I do my eyes and I'm ready for my face, my primer has been on my face for about 30 to 45 minutes, because it takes me about 25 minutes to curl my hair. It takes me 10 minutes to do my brows and then set up to go live. So literally my my prep products, my moisturizer, my serum, my primer has been on my face for 45 minutes prior to me even putting on foundation. So that's key. So the blurring stick from Makeup Revolution. Then I believe it is this is Tarte. This is Tarte right here. They have a blurring primer. So let me open it up. So it comes in like a little pot, and I've been using this like when I'm going out. If I go out, I'll use this. But this is from Tarte, and it comes in, well, this is the travel size because I wanted to test it out. It's a blurring cream. So it's like a white cream that vanishes into your skin. Put that on, like I said, let it sit. So Makeup Revolution, now Tarte. The next one that I like to use as far as blurring is Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, but this is Smooth and Blur. So Smooth and Blur is so good. My God. And last but not least, my favorite blurring primer is Tatcha Silk Canvas. This is about $65. I think it is. I think this is like $65 or $55 in Sephora. I use this definitely when I'm going out, because I ain't gonna go live and be putting on this because this is expensive. But this is top. So I gave you 4 options on blurring. I gave you the Makeup Revolution blurring stick. Then I showed you the Tarte little blurring cream, and then I showed you the Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur, and then the Tatcha Silk Base Canvas. So definitely you can use any one of those and they'll be fine. So yeah, I go high end, low end with everything. Foundation, everything. Because, you know, not everybody wants to do... You're welcome anytime. I'm here. Look, I'm here to help y'all. I'm here to, you know, get me content on my channel when I'm not doing hair tutorials. And don't forget to check out the hair tutorial that I just dropped on Sunday for this hair. Okay? So cute. So obsessed. But yeah, I definitely think you could try one of those at least that I just showed. Okay? So I'm just going to put this all over. I'm not going to put too much on my forehead because you already know my bang is very heavy. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to make sure I don't get any makeup in my hair. And then we're going to move on to concealer. Now, concealers are my favorite part of makeup because I love all concealers. So I have Makeup Revolution concealers. I have Too Faced. I have Tarte. I have Lancome. I have L'Oreal Infallible. I have, what is that? I can't remember the other one. Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. But I have a bunch of concealers and I love concealers. So yeah, and I love to bake and I love a bright under eye. So we're gonna do a bright under eye because who is she if she don't do a bright under eye? Okay, okay. So I'm just gonna prep here. And I like to put my foundation on the back of my hand. Why? It warms up the product prior to me putting it on my face. I used to go in, I see people like pump, I do it sometimes too on live, where you see me pumping the foundation like on my face and then I'm blending it. But this is the best way because it's warming up the foundation to your skin. So by the time you're putting it on your face, it will just blend so effortlessly. Okay? Okay. All right. So we're going to get through the brows. Okay? We're going to get through the brows. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to conceal first. So I'm going to take C11 from Makeup Revolution. And I'm going to conceal here. This is a peachy kind of concealer. So we're just going to like let it sit here for a second, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit while it, you know, it does its thing. I'm gonna clean the back of my hand because I got too much going on right here. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to contour. I've been cream contouring lately, so I'm gonna just keep doing it. This contour scares me. This is from Juvia's Place. This contour scares the crap out of me. Why? Because a little goes a long way, and I didn't know that at first. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. So this is the color of it. That's all I'm gonna do is 2 dots. 2 dots, okay? 2 dots. I'm gonna take my Mario Badescu and I'm gonna spray. This is the brush that I'm gonna be cream contouring with. I want a feathered out look. I don't want a real concentrated look. So it all depends on your tools as well. If I wanted a concentrated look, I would contour with this one because it's very tapered. But this one, I want a blown out look, okay? So I spray my brush and I'm gonna get the product and I'm just gonna start to blur it up. You don't wanna blur it down, blur it up. I like to contour first and I'm gonna keep it literally just right here. I like to contour first because I'm gonna highlight and it's gonna blend, the highlight's gonna blend down into the contour. So I would rather this anyway. Okay, so literally this is all I'm gonna do with this because this is just way too dark, okay? If you went too low like I just did, we're gonna go back and we're gonna clean it up, okay? Foundation brush is your friend. Y'all just taking in all these gems. Y'all ain't saying hi. Y'all ain't talking to me today. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna close this up. This is Juvia's Place number 4, if anybody wanted to know. Super duper dark. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing, 2 dots, and we're going to blend it up. Okay, her concealers are so pigmented. I'm watching in amazement. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you, Bill. Okay, so we're gonna blend it up. Okay, I'm not gonna contour my nose. Yes, girl, you a good teacher. Oh, thank you, Sabria. So yes, I'm going to blend it up. Okay, I don't want a super duper dark contour today. Your foundation brush is your best friend. YouTube has us playing this stuff and it's just... Tiffany, oh, she's back. Hey, boo, hey. I'll be back all week. I'm going to be live every day this week. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to announce it. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications, like and comment and share the video. And when you do that, you will get notifications on when I go live. But I'll be live all week. Okay? I'm going to be live all week. I'll be here, okay? All week. Who is she? She is me. How you been, boo? Yeah, last week I wasn't feeling too well last week, so I didn't really go live. But I'm going to make it up to y'all. I'm going to be live all week. So I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm just going to clean. Now, when it comes to, like, even my daughter, when she comes home from school and I still have my makeup on, she tells me your face is smooth. My face is smooth, 1, because I drink water and I mind my business. 2, I always exfoliate once a week and I make sure that I put on some type of moisturizer every night. Whether it's shea butter, you can put olive oil on your face, you could put rose hip oil on your face, and cocoa butter on your face. As long as you're putting it on a few hours prior to you going to sleep. So if you go to bed at 10, put it on at 8, you know, watch a little TV. It will sink into the skin and moisturize the skin. Thank me later. But I always make sure that I hydrate my skin. Even when I was super, super oily, I would hydrate my skin every single night, okay? Hey, T-Mac. Talina, what's going on, y'all? Hello. So yes, you got to hydrate your skin. You will thank me later. Put some type of oil. You could put grapeseed oil in your face, avocado oil, olive oil, any type of oil on your face, not right before you go to bed, but a few hours before. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Rub it in and you will thank me later. I always put some type of moisturizer and oil on my face prior to me going to bed. Because to be honest with you, your skin is going to be soft and supple, and your foundation is going to glide on your face. And drink your water. Hungry and mind your business. I'm weak. Yes. Hydrate and mind your business. I'm telling you, it will work. I'm telling you. My daughter's like, mommy. Because to be honest with you, when I take pictures and I post it on Instagram, I'm not filtering my pictures. I don't like filters. No offense to anybody who uses filters. They're amazing if you want plumper lips and you don't want to get the surgery. More power to you. But I feel like filters take away from who you're like, your natural beauty. So when you see my picture, that's why I like to do videos as well. I like to do live videos so that you can see, like, that's really her. She's not, you know what I mean? Like, if I have a blemish, say I have a pimple, I may just like smooth out that pimple because I just hate it. But other than that, hydrate your skin and you won't even need to do all of that. Trust me. Which foundation you using, hun? I used my NARS foundation. So I used the NARS Soft Matte as my mixer. I mix this into every foundation that I have because this is a very neutral foundation. So it helps to neutralize my foundations. And then I use this one, which is Morea from NARS. So these two work well because it's probably the same. It's formulated the same, I want to say, because it's the same company. Well, the same ingredients they probably used in it. But yeah, I use these two. And I'm about to, highlight under my eyes. What you said, Tiffany? My question got looked over. Oh, where's your question? You don't have the problem anymore with the dry. No, Tiffany, I ain't see you, boo. You're beautiful and I love your hair tutorials. Oh, thank you, Talia. Tiffany, you know I ain't see it. You know I be rambling, girl. No, I don't have the problem with under eye dryness anymore. I don't have it here. Okay, so if you guys are familiar with The Ordinary, Tiffany, you know I love you, girl. Don't do that. If you're familiar with The Ordinary, I'm gonna answer you right in 2 seconds, T-Mac. The Ordinary, they're sold in Ulta. They have a caffeine serum for under the eyes. I've been using that every night before I put my oil on. So I will take that serum, put it under my eyes, and then all over I will do rose hip, grapeseed, olive oil, whatever oil of my choice for that night, and I will rub it. But to be honest with you, if you get that, it's gonna help you a lot. But no, my under eyes are not dry anymore. Thank the Lord. Okay, I kind of got obsessed with Fenty Liquid Foundation, but I will definitely try NARS, hun. Which shade is that? Morea. So M-O-O-R-E-A. Morea. But yes, girl, you know I got you, Tiffany. But no, what's good for dark circles under the eyes? With or without makeup? Or are you referring to skincare? Yes. So now that concealer, it looks so good. Oh, thank you. So now that I have my concealer on, I'm going to take my foundation brush without makeup. This is good right here. So you should try this. This is from Sephora. This is Sephora brand. It's a brightening eye cream. Brightening eye cream from Sephora brand. And to be honest with you, if you use this in the morning after you wash your face and at night before you go to bed, you'll be good. I am the worst with lashes and eyeshadow. You stop it. Stop it. But yeah, I love that one from the from Sephora, but also check out that Ordinary. I wish I have it, but it's over there. The Ordinary, it is the caffeine serum. And I put a little bit under my eyes and then I just let it dry out. And once it gets tacky, I smooth it all the way in. And literally that has helped me with under eye dryness, and it could help you with brightening as well. But since the Sephora cream says brightening, I would gravitate more towards that one for the brightening. Sis, I'm serious. As long as it sticks on, I'm good. I hear you. Hello, Diana. Love your style. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, thank you so much, Francisca. Hold it closer so you can get a screenshot. Okay. This one right here. Once you get the screenshot and you show them, they'll know exactly what you're talking about. You're welcome. So this concealer right now is my color correcting concealer. I say that because it's a peachy pinky shade. So since it's all the way dry now, I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm just going to pat that. You're welcome. I'm going to pat that in, okay? I like when my concealer gets tacky because you know that it's one, going to be full coverage, and two, it's going to blend and set effortlessly. Usually, well, before I really got into concealer and really into makeup, I would put the concealer on, blend it away, set it, and then I realized throughout the day that it was patchy and I didn't understand why it was so patchy. But now I know I have to let the concealer sit. It doesn't matter if your under eyes are dry or oily, or if you have like dryness, just make sure that the concealer is tacky so when you blend it, you're good. Okay, just don't put the concealer on and start blending. Let it dry down. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm gonna go into my brightener. What's up, T-Mac? I have to watch one of your older videos to see if I can do my eyeshadow application better. Yeah, definitely. I use sometimes, it depends on my mood. I'll do something easy or I'll do something hard. Well, not hard, but you know, something a little more, bit more challenging. So I want a bright under eye today, so we're gonna go for it. This is medium from Tarte Shape Tape. I always say this disclaimer, I love a bright under eye. You don't have to do a bright under eye. Why do I like a bright under eye? Especially when I have like a bold eye look. I just love for under my eyes to be crisp, okay? So we're just gonna get a little bit of this, and I'm gonna set my face while this is drying. So I'm just gonna put it here. I don't go in with too much of this. I literally just go right there. And under my eyes, I do have the issue of creasing sometimes, but I find that when I do the under eye serum from The Ordinary, please get that. It's like $9 from The Ordinary. Go on Ulta.com and type in ordinary caffeine serum, well, caffeine solution, and it will come up. Put that twice a day under your eyes. You will be fine. Trust me. Obsessed. Okay, so when will you do a tutorial for folks like me who do LoJack 101 about makeup? Tomorrow I could do one. Suggestions for best nude lipstick. Ooh, what brand, girl? Because that's my alley. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to let this concealer sit. I'm going to start to set the rest of my face. I don't want a full, I mean, I'm full coverage already, so I'm not going to, I don't have to, but I'm going to. I'm going to take my full coverage MAC powders. You know, if you follow me or you watch my videos, you know I loves me my MAC powders. There's no other powder I will ever gravitate towards other than MAC powders. It's just what it is. So I'm going to take my NC55 and I'm just going to set where I need to set. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to take a fluffy brush. I like fluffy brushes. Let me change this real quick. I like fluffy brushes because it does not apply a lot of product. So this is a Crown C518. It's very big and fluffy. So what I do is I just get product and I just set it. So I'm not going to bake my face today, but usually I would. But I'm not going to bake my face today. I want my skin to look skin-like. When you bake your face, sometimes it makes you look more matte than you want to be, and I don't want to be matte today. Usually, I don't mind it because I could just like spray down my face. Oh my God, a fluffy brush. Where did you get that? This is Crown brushes, and this is the C18 brush. So C518. And Crown brushes, they're very cheap, and they always have a sale. What does bake mean? Bake means when you put your concealer, you blend it out, and then you put powder and you let the powder just sit and soak into the skin. But I'm gonna bake under my eyes, so you're gonna see. Yes, crown brushes. Yes. Just put that into your Google search, crown brushes, and it'll pop right up. So I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna set my contour as well, because this face powder is lighter than my contour, so it's not gonna interfere, but I wanna set it, because when you put contour powder on and you don't set this area, it's gonna become muddy or it's gonna become too dark. So I wanna set it. And my under eye should be okay now for me to blend it out. Okay, so that was that. That was Studio Fix powder, my favorite powder. Love her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this brush. This brush, you need this brush. Okay, Morphe, holla at your girl. But this is a E48 from Morphe. So it's like a round dome brush, but it's tapered all the way up into a dome. Favorite brush for right now. Like, I'm obsessed with this brush. So I'm just gonna get my powder. So you know I've been obsessed with my Sacha Buttercup powder. If you've been watching my lives, you know I'm obsessed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take this, fluff it out, because I just washed it. Fluff it out, and I'm gonna start to blend out. This brush does the work for you. I don't have to do too much of anything with this brush. You just pat it into place and it blends for you. I'm gonna bring this down just to meet that contour. Yes, I did just set my contour with a little bit of powder, but when you pat and you're gentle, you can go over creams and liquids that were set with powder with more cream or more liquid, because you're being gentle. So I'm patting very softly. Okay, you want to get in here. Okay. And I'm just going to pat it and bring it down. Okay, I'm going to take my contour brush. This has nothing really on it, but I'm just going to soften this edge right here, just because. Okay, now I'm going to take the same side and I'm going to blend this side, because we're going to use the same brush to set under the eyes. Okay, because I don't have, do I have a sponge? I do. I'm gonna bake with a sponge today. Hopefully I remember. Okay, so we're just gonna pull it down. We're gonna look this way. Look, if you want to go into your inner corner, look the opposite way. So you can just look there and then you'll blend that out, okay? So we're just gonna pat it and I'm gonna begin to set. I'm gonna take a beauty blender, because I got so much of them. Let me see, what beauty blender do I want? Okay, so I'm gonna take the Real Beauty blender. Yeah, I know the difference, because the Real Beauty blender, it's soft, but it's not too soft. But the other ones are like hard or extra soft. I don't like that. So I'm gonna take a dry beauty blender. It doesn't have to be wet at all. I really don't like wet beauty blenders like that. So I'm gonna take some powder. Okay. Get it all over the sponge. So I have my powder. So I'm gonna take my brush again and I'm going to blend, and then you're gonna look up and you're gonna set. Okay. And I'm gonna push this product into my skin because I want it to completely set. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. Get the powder, make sure that it's evenly distributed on the sponge. I'm about to say beauty blender. Yeah, I could have said that. And we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna blend. You're gonna look up and you're gonna set the concealer. I always look up and set because you do not want to set any lines. Okay, now I'm gonna bake. So this is what I was referring to when I said bake. I'm not gonna bake too long because I don't want my under eyes to be too dry. Okay. Matter of fact, this is not the right powder. This is not Sacha Buttercup Light. This is the regular Sacha Buttercup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. So I'm not going to bake with it. I'm just going to take it and undercut my contour. Because this ain't it. That ain't it. It was okay for me to push the powder into the concealer, but I'm not going to bake with that powder. This is the Sacha Buttercup Light. So this is the regular Sacha Buttercup. This is the Sacha Buttercup Light. I was wondering why it wasn't so bright. It's the wrong powder. So this is the difference. Yeah, so this is the regular Sacha Buttercup that I just used, and this is the light. So I'm going to take light, and I'm going to bake. So baking is just letting the powder sit under the eyes or wherever you want it to sit. Okay, and I'm gonna bake here. I didn't put any concealer here, but I can bake. It's just gonna make that area brighter, and I'm gonna bake right here. Okay, so we're done with those powders. We're gonna put the powders back. Any questions? If y'all got any questions, let me know. Okay. I've been obsessed with my contour palettes from Morphe, so we're gonna contour with those. Or, let me see. I've seen people contour with this palette. Since I did the eyes with the palette, let me see if I could contour with the palette as well. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna take this eyeshadow right here, and I'm gonna contour with it. So you can contour with shadow. It's the same thing as face powder. Any powder is a powder is a powder is a powder. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna knock it off, and I'm going to contour with this eyeshadow. Ooh. Okay, James. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now when I contour, I keep it in the back. I don't really bring my contour to the front. I like to keep it darker in the back. Okay? So I'm gonna knock that off. I don't like that color. I don't like that color. Okay, so that's the only color that I will use from that palette. I see people, but they're darker than me. They will use the other deeper colors to contour. I can't. I feel like it's gonna be muddy. So I'm gonna take this contour palette. This is from Morphe as well. And I'm gonna take this color right here, and I'm going to use it as my bronzer. It's a brightener, but for me, it's a bronzer because of the shade. So I'm gonna take this one right here. Get some, and I'm going to bronze with it, but I'm going to pat the bronzer on first so that it blends. You see, so we have the bronzer and the contour, and then I'm going to put the blush and the highlight. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to blend it. This weather is so weird in New York. It was just sunny. Why it looks like it's about to rain? Okay. Okay, all right. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take the same brush and I'm gonna wipe it off. I did really well this live because I did not use a million brushes like I usually do. Okay, so I'm gonna take the brush is clean. See, I'm just going to blend it. Blend, 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 blend. Wipe it off. And we want to blend it. Okay. We're going to blend. Okay, we're going to blend. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my powder brush, the brush that I use, the NC55 Studio Fix powder with. I'm going to just blend that as well. And I'm going to knock off that bake. I should have curled my sideburns. They're driving me crazy. just gonna do that. I'm gonna put some more bake on. No, don't put no more bake on. I'm not gonna put no more bake on. I'm gonna just push it in. Whatever's left here, I'm gonna put it. Because I can. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to move on to the rest of the face. I'm pretty much done. So I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna just knock off all that powder. Okay. I'm gonna take that same palette. Let me see if they have a blush that I like. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna take this blush right here from that palette. I'm gonna take that same angle brush, the E4, and I'm gonna take some lightly. I usually pat everything. I don't swirl. We're gonna pat. We're just gonna just pat. Okay, we have some. Smile. Okay. Lightly. Okay. Go back in. Anytime you apply something, you have to blend, okay? So I'm just gonna take the brush. We're gonna blend it. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my Mario Badescu and I'm just going to spray my face. I'm not gonna go crazy today because I don't want anything on my eyeshadow. So I wet set like I always do. You see the water, you see it? Okay. So I wet set, but that's what we gonna do for today. I ordered a highlighter palette. I can't wait to get it because I'm obsessed with highlighters. So for now, I'll just, let me see, what's this? Let me see. The highlighters in this palette, this is way too orange and this is way too pink. So I will stick with the contour palettes. I will stick with the contour colors and the bronzer colors. So I'm just gonna try to find me a highlighter. Okay, what I drop? My Fenty bronzer, but it's fine. So this is a palette from MAC. This is the Hyper Real Glow. This has 3 highlighters. This is more like a pinky champagne. This is a more of champagne, and this is more of a bronze. Me personally, I like to mix them all. Who doesn't like to mix? I mix everything. Just getting my brushes together. Yeah, so I mix everything. So I'm going to basically be mixing all 3. So I'm gonna get me a brush. My face is not all the way dry, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna prep my lashes. These are my lashes from my line. This is Exquisite Obsessed. Let me see. Let me let y'all know what the my sale just ended on my website for 50% off. But I can still let you guys know what the website is. So I'm going to pay. Hopefully it's still there. Yes, there it goes. Hold on one sec. I'm going to just comment my website. Okay, so I just commented my website. I'm going to pin it. That's my website if you want to pick anything up. But this is Exquisite. Exquisite is so pretty. So I'm going to prep my lashes. I play too much. I hate to hear my own voice. I don't know. It's so weird. But yeah. So yes, I'm going to basically prep my lashes. And then I'm going to prep my lashes, and then I'm gonna prep, because I always put glue. I always put glue on top of my liner. So when I take my lashes off, my liner and my lashes come right off, and I just clean the lash off. So I'm just going to prep that, and then I'm gonna highlight in the meantime. So just put a little bit of glue here, Just there and there. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. That's way too much there, but it's okay. It's already there, you can't take it off. Okay, we're gonna prep it right there, prep it right there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, like I was telling you guys earlier, I'm just gonna take the whole palette, okay? The whole palette, and I'm going to just, and yeah. I kind of want to use this brush, but then I kind of want to, yes, I'm gonna use this. So I'm gonna take this eyeshadow brush from Morphe, the 504. It's very big and fluffy. So I'm gonna run it, okay? And then I'm just going to pat it. And then I'm gonna bring it down, okay? So the highlight goes into the blush goes into the bronzer, and the bronzer goes into the contour, okay? So we're gonna do the same thing here. So, yep, okay? Okay. And then, of course, you take your blush brush or your contour and bronzer, and you're just gonna pull it down, okay? Blend and pull down. Blend and pull down. I'm gonna take my Coco Naughty bronzer from Fenty. Could not say that to save my own life. I'm gonna take the E62, get a little bit, and I'm gonna begin to contour my nose. So you're just gonna pull it down. I'm gonna put it into my eyebrow, okay? I'm gonna put it into the eyebrow. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I always put it into my shadow, into my crease, but I've been putting it into my eyebrow, and I like that one a lot better. So we're just going to contour and pull it in. And don't forget to cap off your nose right here. Okay, I'm gonna take a fluffier brush. This is a MAC 286. I remember the days where I could just look at a brush and tell you what MAC brush it was, but them days is over, baby. I just want to put a little bit of green here because I lost it a little bit when we blending. Okay, so I'm gonna take this fluffy brush from MAC and I'm just going to blend out. I used to look at it and say, oh, that's the E. Not the E, look at me. That's the 2. Not no more. Okay, so this is what we have. I'm gonna take my brush that has my powder. Okay, I'm gonna take, I thought I was done with it, but I'm not. I'm going to bake down the bridge of my nose because I'm going to fake a nose contour, okay? So I have a little bit of powder. And I'm just gonna go down the bridge of my nose. And we're gonna fake it till we make it. This is an easy way to contour and highlight. You can do the same thing under your eyes. I did that last week or the week before, where you put bronzer and highlighting powder and you didn't put any concealer or contour there, and you're good to go. So with that being said, I'm just going to blend out, if I can find my brush. Okay, so we're just going to make sure that this is straight. Okay, because we want this straight. We want this nose to be extra straight. Okay, so it's looking good. So I'm gonna pop on my lashes. I think I'm gonna put some eyeliner on the bottom. I'm gonna pop my lashes on first because they're drying, and then I'm gonna put some eyeliner on. So when you do this, your lashes should pop right into place, like mine just did. When you put the glue on your on top of the liner and on the lashes, it makes your lashes easier to put on because it's going to attract to each other, okay? So we're gonna do the same thing on this side. Gonna pop these in here. Make sure that they are on. and in place. Okay, okay. All right. I'm going to pop this highlighter. Got a tickle. Okay. So I'm gonna pop this highlighter. I'm just gonna take all of them and I'm gonna pop them right here. I'm gonna pop this right here. Okay, just so when my head turns, you get that little light. Okay, right here. So I turn, you get that little light. Okay, okay. So we're gonna zoom y'all back out. Okay, so I'm going to go under my eyes because I put the baking powder there, but I didn't do anything other than that. I don't like to leave my baking powder there. If you watch any of my lives, you know I hate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my NC43 powder from MAC, and I'm just going to go over where I put that baking powder because I don't like to let it sit there. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. And I'm just going to get a brush. I'm going to take my highlighting brush. It's fine. I'm just going to get some powder. And I'm just going to put it on top of that baking powder that we had baking. Because I don't like to let it sit there for some reason. I just don't like the look of it. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of color. So wherever we, you know, feel like we need to highlight or we highlighted, I would normally highlight here, but I didn't. So even though I didn't, I'm going to put it there. I'm going to go under the contour and pull it down. And I'm going to go under and pull it down. And then we're just going to blend, okay? Okay, so we have that. The next thing I'm going to do is under my eyes. So I'm going to get that brush, okay, so I'm going to take brown liner. This liner, oopsie. This is Teddy lip liner. This is Teddy eyeliner from MAC. I'm going to sharpen it. I'm going to show you Teddy right here. Teddy is just a soft, pretty brown. So I'm going to zoom y'all in. And I'm going to just put her on the bottom. Okay, just something real soft and simple. But I'm gonna go in with those colors that I put in my crease, but not the green, not the green, not the green, not the green. I don't want green under there, girl. So the first color I'm gonna go into is this one right here. Let me set that up. So I'm just going to smoke out my under eye. If you know me, you know I love a smoky under eye. So I'm gonna take some of that. Okay, so this is what we have. Same thing on the other side. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have, okay? My next brush that I want to use, I'm going to use this to blend, to buff. Okay, so the next color I'm going to go into is this dark brown. Okay. So we're going to blend that in there. You don't want too much of that. And I'm just going to look up and blend. Okay, and it's even smokier. So we just want to look up. Okay, and it's very smoky and sexy, and that's what I like. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of black, just a tiny bit. but we gonna look this time. So just right here, just right in the corner. Okay. Okay, just right there. I like to close my eyes and just run it along. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with some of that soft brown just to blend right here. Okay, and the last color, last but not least, is this soft orange right here. Okay, just to have it be gradient, just like how the top is gradient. So you just can get a little bit, and I'm just going to run it under. Just run it under a little bit. The perfect, somebody asked me the perfect nude. Oh, but I said what brand? Perfect nudes are hard, depending on your skin tone. I'm just adding some more shadow, and I'm gonna pull it down into my highlight. Pull it down into the highlight. Okay. I think we're done with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray some of my Morphe setting spray. Cover your eyes. Okay. I don't think I brought my stuff. Child, it's probably over there somewhere. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get it. So this is where I keep all excuse me. So this is where I keep all of my favorite lip liners that are not from my brand. So this is MAC, this is Morphe, and this is also Crayon Case, NYX. I have a bunch of nudes. These are my favorite nudes that I packed in here. So I'm gonna do a nude. I'm gonna do a nude lip that's not mine. But don't forget to shop the site. Commented and I pinned it below. I'm gonna go in, I don't know with what. Usually my go-to lips are MAC if they're not my own. So I'm gonna have to see. But I know I'm gonna go into some Morphe because I love Morphe lip liners. So I think this is dark. Yeah, that's like a pinky. I want a nude. So the other day I used Downtown Beauty from NYX. I think I want to use Bite Me. So this is Bite Me right here from Morphe. I may use that, or my favorite. This is Cork. You already know. This is Cork from MAC. I think I'm gonna use my Cork just because I think I'm gonna do a MAC nude lip. MAC nude lip today, so I'm gonna apply this. And I swear my lip liners are so creamy. Anytime I use anybody's lip liner, I'm like, why is it so dry? I don't know. Like, I have to fight now. I'm so used to my own lip liners, it's crazy. Okay. So this is what I have. I always pull in my corners. All the time. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is, what lip do I have? This is Age, Sex, Location. I think this is too pinky. This is from the Nicki Minaj collection, my boo Nicki. This is Act Natural. is Act Natural. It's pinky though, right? Yeah. I don't want a pink nude. I want a nude nude. So this is Consensual. This is a pretty dark. Whoo-wee. Somebody always dropping. This is Naturally Transformed. So I feel like I'm gonna do this one. This is Naturally Transformed. Look how much I got left. Okay, so we're gonna do Naturally Transformed. This is discontinued, I think. I'm sorry, MAC B. Let me put the lip on, yeah. Let me get that package. Give me 1 minute. What's up, Mom? Hi. Hi. Oh, thank you. I done forgot the package, girl. Okay, so Naturally Transform. And this is a matte, but it's a very creamy matte. So let me put some cork back on the corners. Okay. So we have that. I would pop on some concealer, but I don't want to get out of that today. So I'm going to do maybe a MAC gloss. This is Showing Skin. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Salim. I appreciate you. So this is not that same tone. This is Showing Skin. So pretty. So pretty. So I'm going to try to get a nude that complements this lip. With a gloss. Just showing curves. Too dark. Let me see. I got other glosses up there, but I don't want to keep getting up, y'all. It just ain't gonna do it for me. I'm gonna have to just show. I'm just gonna have to use Showing Skin. It's not the same tone, but I don't want to keep getting up, and I know it's over there. But so this is Showing Skin. Showing Skin, so pretty. And then I'm gonna go over it one more time with cork. If I can find her. Oh, there she goes. With cork. After I put on the gloss, I usually go back in with the lip liner. I go in with the lip liner after the lipstick, after the gloss. That's just something I do. So you're just gonna put this here. Now, when it comes to your lips, I forget this tip or this thing all the time. So I'm just trying to find the right brush for it. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to use this brush. It's fine. So I'm going to go in with some foundation. I forget this tip all the time. So just get a little bit of your foundation. Tiny, tiny bit. I don't know if y'all can see that. And just clean up. Just clean up so that it's seamless. Let me show y'all. Just clean it up. Okay, and literally, that's what we got. I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush. So beautiful. Oh, thank you, Marlena. You're too sweet. So I'm gonna take this, my foundation brush. Okay, next thing, tuck your lips in, powder brush. Okay, Your best friend is gonna be amazing setting powder. Amazing. Let me zoom y'all out a little bit. It's gonna be amazing setting powder. This is my favorite, and I'm gonna show you. It's right there. Give me a minute, y'all. So this is Krylon. This is no joke because I'm about to go outside and take pictures, and I want my makeup to be on my face after I take my mask off. So this is Charlotte Tilbury. This is the airbrush spray. So I'm gonna spray this first, and then this is Krylon. Like I said, I need to get some more of this. That is Krylon spray. It literally makes your makeup last all day, or you can use the Ben Nye Neutral Set Final Seal. I have that too, but I have like a whole closet full of makeup and I ain't gonna want to get it. But you can use that as well. So I'm gonna use this first. Cover your eyes, of course. Okay. This sucker, no joke. You about to see it. Let me shake it up. Cover your lashes, please, because it can leave a film on your lashes and you don't want that, okay? So we're just gonna shake it up. And this is what the drag queens use. People on Broadway, that's why their makeup lasts all day. I can't get a big bottle because they keep buying it out, but I got this one. So brace yourself. A matter of fact, hold on. I need to hold my hair. Let me get a clip. We're gonna clip the hair back because chow. This sucker is no joke. Okay, so hold on. Okay, did y'all see and hear that? So we got that. I'm gonna take, so the look is done. I'm just gonna finish getting ready with y'all. So I'm gonna take my heat protectant as a glosser because it's too oily. We're gonna prep this hair out. Okay. We're gonna prep the hair out. We're gonna move back so y'all can see. We're gonna put the earrings on. We're gonna put the earrings on. I'm gonna be back live tomorrow. Doing what? What look did I say I was gonna do tomorrow? I don't remember. I don't remember. But anywho, so we gonna pull the curls out. We're gonna pull them out. We're gonna pull the curls out, okay, y'all? Let's pull them out, pull them out, pull them out, pull them out, pull them out. Okay, pull them out. You're gonna pull them out. Okay. You're gonna pull them and lift. This one I need to curl. I left my curling iron on because I knew somebody was gonna act a fool. Okay. I knew somebody was gonna act a fool. Okay, it's coming together, y'all. These curls want to act a fool. Okay, let me curl this right here. If you want to act a fool, let me stop playing. Okay, do this. Okay, and let me do this. Okay. Righty. Gotta make sure that curling iron is on, y'all. Gotta make sure it's on. Okay, so this is the look. Driving myself crazy with these curls. But this is the look. Okay. Let me zoom out. Give me a little thumbnail action. Thumbnail action. Are you playing with me? Okay. Okay. All right. This one is a little bigger on this side, so we're gonna poof this out. This is what it takes behind the scenes, y'all. Y'all be seeing the finished product. And this is what it takes. For me to be like, okay, well, that's it. That's the look, girl. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you guys coming into the live. I'll see y'all all tomorrow. You guys smush it down a little bit. But this is the finished look, you guys. I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all see, it's not easy with the hair. Be having to finesse her. But yeah. Obsessed. I'm gonna add some concealer because I want to. Thank you. I'm gonna add some concealer. Okay. Just to make it brighter. See? Just a little concealer on the lips. Okay. Just to blend her in. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for the likes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So when I go live, you guys will get the notifications. I'll be back live tomorrow. I don't know what time. I never know what time. I just be hopping on here to hop on here. Oh, let me go on that website. Oh, thank you. And thank you, guys. Thank you, Sabria. Oh, Diana, you got my name, girl. Marlena, Salima. Tia Mac, I appreciate everybody who came on the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you guys tomorrow.